I'm Capriato, Town Hall Academy number 186. We have had a few technical difficulties getting this live thing to work. You can all see on the screen my friend Chris Della Bella, who's going to be actually cooking for us today. And it looks like we may have a frozen picture. I do want to give a shout out to our sponsors, and I don't doubt that Chris is going to be able to get connected here as we work out the tech. We actually had it all working just 2 nights ago. Hey, do you know what's as easy as 1, 2, 3? Well, Shopware's shop management system allows customers to review, approve, and pay for repairs all in one place. And who doesn't want that? Keep your staff and your customers safe while maintaining profits and keeping your customers happy. Learn more at getshopware.com. And have you realized that your marketing looks exactly the same as the shop down the road? Well, your shop is different and deserves marketing that is as unique as your shop is. Let Shop Marketing Pros show your community how different you are. Go to shopmarketingpros.com. Hey, look, while Chris is still working on that issue, we'd love your comments. I would love your comments on the favorite dish that you make for your team. And of course, Chris is going to actually do a cookout for us, our first ever cookout. We've never done one before, and maybe we'll never do one again if we can't get the tech worked out. And in the comments, we can do this. We can have fun on our very own. Just consider this as a Carm and you type of show. And let me see if I could set this up just a little differently. It's a me and you show. Let's get inside of Facebook and talk about what you love to cook for your teams. How often a week that you may, say, cook lunch as an example, and what kind of dishes do you make? And, is there ever once a month that you have a really cool dish like you do a steak cookout for your people? And it looks like we lost Chris again, but listen, I'm going to hang in there. We are going to do our best to pull off this cooking show with my friend Chris Della Bella from Advanced Carquest. He's the director of market development in the entire northern U.S. So what kind of dishes do you guys make? Be more than happy to. Let's look at the Facebook comments. Do you always do the cooking? I guess I'd be curious if you always do the cooking at your shop for your team, or are you do you pass the duties around? Well, it looks like I have a picture of Chris at the grill. Our goal here was to do an outdoors barbecue, make a really nice dish. David Justice says we did breaks for kids, like breaks for breasts. So that's kind of cool, David. I love that. From the Seattle area, we'll be having brats and pasta salad today. Have been every few weeks for the last 4 months to help keep the morale up. And does anyone out there decide to wear their chef hat when they cook? What do you think about that? Does anyone have a chef hat? And one other thought is, does anyone have an apron? I mean, I see Chris has a really cool apron, but does anyone have an apron like this, Carm's cooking apron? Actually, I think I'll put this on. I'll kind of get in the mood. And while Chris is still working out all the tech, I'm going to pull my wire up and out here so that I have audio connected with Chris. And even if we don't do this, everyone, we just may have a blast just talking about barbecues and cooking. And here comes another comment. Let me see what else we have here. Glenn McMillan. Thank you, Glenn. Love the apron. Carm's cooking. I haven't worn this in a while, and I'm so glad we're doing this show. Chris just jumped out again. And by the way, I just want to let you know, I brought some of my favorite tools with me that I would use in a cookout. And if anyone has a favorite tool, but let me share with you my most favorite tool, and that would be this one. We have a chain here in Buffalo called Ted's, and they grill hot dogs over charcoal indoors, every day of the year. Hey, Bill. And I watched them, so they could stay away from the fire with these really long, if you will, long forks. And I love them because you can scar up the hot dogs and stay away from the fire. So that's one of my favorite barbecue tools. And we're still waiting for Chris Della Bella to come back on board. David Justice, we had a ton of fun. They called it Breaks for Steaks. That's really cool, David. I love that. Bill Naylor, do you do anything for your team? I mean, are you cooking at all as far as a Saturday, or not a Saturday as much as I know there's a lot of Friday afternoon cooks. But I talked to an awful lot of people in the last couple of weeks, and he says, "Hey, we're cooking more often than just one day a week." And so I'd love to hear from you all. The cooking thing isn't just about great food; it's about providing our people's worth to us. You couldn't have said that any better, Bill. I think when you have a chance to reach out and do something above and beyond, and I think cooking food, or even buying and bringing in pizza and wings or subs, whatever, there's nothing like sitting around as safely as you can be today with the pandemic and breaking bread together. It's just great. And especially, one of the things that I miss not getting out is just hanging out with you and, being at events, and, if it's not having a cocktail, and some of us have had I've been honored to have dinner with a bunch of you, and those are always just great times. Yummy. One of our techs is hinting a pancake breakfast very soon. How cool is that? Hey guys, I love buttermilk pancakes, and I've got one heck of a recipe for it. Anybody wants it, just write to me, Carm at remarkableresults.biz, and I'll send it to you. And Bill Long says, yeah, hey Bill, nice to see you. Chris can sure cook. And I know that. And it was Glenn McMillan who said something about homemade sausage. And that's what Chris has got going on here. And even though you may not necessarily hear Chris and hear what Chris is saying, he's got Italian sausage. Go ahead, Chris.
Yeah, we've got some sausage. Do we have success? It's like NASA landing on the moon for the first time. Okay, we've made connect. So we got some great sausage here. I don't know if you can see or hear this, but at this point we've cooked just about all of it, and we've got some great green and red sweet pepper here with some onions, and we're just trying to, in our conversation about what's been going on, we trying to get together for a shop lunch, right, for the service professionals. And one of the things that we've always maintained in our careers in the aftermarket is, as far as service professionals go, if they can't wear it or eat it, you might as well not waste your time on it, right? So we're out here today trying to just show the shopkeepers and or the jobbers to make a nice lunch for their guys. You can do it pretty quickly on a grill, and we've got sausage and peppers. I'm not sure if you can hear me or not, but
I can, Chris. Yes.
Okay. So anyway, this whole, we talked about the in the kitchen with Chris thing during the quarantine. I've always been a bit of a frustrated chef, so my wife and I were doing a lot of cooking, and one night, I don't know, 5 months ago, she said to me, why don't I just film this? And she did, and when we filmed another one, and then we started putting them up on Facebook, and then it became a YouTube channel, and we're just having some fun with it. We're just trying to have some fun with it. I put it on LinkedIn for my son to see, and it ended up with a couple thousand views with a lot of the contacts I have on LinkedIn. And Amy Antonora from Aftermarket Weekly picked it up, and she called me and asked me a few questions. We had some fun with it. So we've just been having some fun with a little bit of a hobby, to cook. And then you got in touch. You and I have had our career history together back in Buffalo, and so this is pretty much ready to go. We've got the sausages are done. I could go ahead and plate this up on a sandwich for you if you'd like, Carm, and then we can see if the magic of the internet really works.
Well, Chris, guess what? I wasn't able to make my own at this end and perform some internet magic.
Oh well then we've got a great lunch here. If anybody wants to come by and have lunch with us, that would be great.
I am jealous. Hey, Chris, can you hear me? Talk to me about the sausage. I mean, do you have a favorite place you go to get it?
Well, we live down in Delaware, and with respect to meat and pork and beef and sausages and even hot dogs and ground beef, we usually go up to a local butcher up in Rehoboth. They got tremendous prime meats, and these sausages come from there. They're their own homemade Italian sweet sausage. They've got hot sausage and sweet sausage, and the boys at Hickman's are always take care of us when it comes to what we want. Right? I go up there and order some food. Why don't we put one together?
Yeah, plate one up, Chris. I love the sweet Italian. Is that your favorite?
Yeah, sweet Italian sausage for me is the way to go. We also, Nancy's family owns a pork distributor called Nicolosi Foods, so we've been buying some stuff from them too. As a matter of fact, I have some hot and sweet sausage patties in the freezer from them. So this is just some of our homemade marinara sauce, homemade red sauce.
Oh, that's a nice touch. I love that, Chris. That's a great touch.
A little bit on the bun. Sometimes I do a little balsamic on the sausage, on the peppers and onions.
Oh boy, that would be so good.
Different, a little bit of a, something different. But we throw some peppers on here and onions. Try not to get too. If you can smell it, Carm, can you smell it?
I can smell it, Chris. Do you know what salivating means?
Well, I sure do. And here we have a, that's a pretty nice looking.
Oh my God, is that gorgeous?
We'll even go a little crazier with it with that. You might need a
that's
knife
what you
and a
call.
fork.
Yeah, knife and a fork. Chris, I call that a double.
There you go. That's a double. A double whip.
That is a double. So good to have Bill Long here. Chris, Bill Long sends his regards.
Oh, Bill Long.
Yeah, that was great. It's too bad we weren't able to pull this off exactly how we rehearsed it the other night. But boy, I'll tell you, we did spend a solid hour the other night making this come off. But you did a great job, and it's all about the challenge that we give to the industry about getting them to break bread with their people. And we've had some really great comments, and I'm loving the fact that we've got a lot of people on, and we've been doing a lot of social media posts. So you're with Advanced Carquest, Director of Market Development, Northern U.S. Have you been kind of confined?
Well, we have been. Unfortunately, I have 5 guys across the U.S. from Salt Lake to Maine, and regionally they've been doing their job great for us and keeping us on track this year. But unfortunately, unless I can drive, we haven't been able to get on any airplanes and do any real travel. So I've been kind of limited to the Northeast, and I've been doing the best we can with that. But automotive, as I'm sure Bill Long and yourself can attest to, automotive is strong this year. The DIY kind of pulled us up. You probably saw some of our second quarter results the other day. We outperformed. So, things are good. It's crazy to say that in a pandemic year, but we've been having a good year, and Carquest independent guys are strong. We've come through this together as a company. Advance was very supportive of our independent stores for the bulk of this time. We've been sending safety packages and PPP or whatever it's called, PPG out to the stores, making sure that they stay safe. And it's just been a you got to kind of make lemonade, right? So we've been trying to pull together as a team, pull together as a company, pull together as division of a company, and we're amazed at what we can do when we all bind ourselves together, right? And on to your point, breaking bread, relationships are the biggest part of this business, still have been. I've been in this business almost 40 years, and the relationships you and I are a testament to that, right? We worked together 15 or 20 years ago, and here we are on a sunny August Friday. Who knew, having a grilled sausage in my backyard.
Honest to God, I know.
Longtime friendship and business relationship.
When I saw that video that Nancy did with when you guys were cooking, first of all, I thought about what a great idea being pent up at home. And then I reached out to Chris
Right.
like almost immediately. And I said, hey, we have got to try something on the Town Hall Academy that we've never done before. And let's do a cooking show. But Chris, one more minute. I want to get back to you. Are you tired of your cookie cutter website? Well, is it bringing you new clients? Let our friends at Shop Marketing Pros create a website that is as unique as your shop. Go to shopmarketingpros.com. And thanks so much to Shopware for their support. Contactless service is the key today to keeping your bays full while remaining 6 feet apart. Shopware's completely digital workflow will wow your customers and keep your profits up. Tara from Topels says, thank God for this amazing cloud-based software during this difficult time. She can't imagine life without it right now. Thanks to Carolyn and hashtag Team Shopware. Book a demo at getshopware.com. Chris, way back when we were working together, I think when we had an occasion to go out to have some food, I think we ate pretty well.
We always ate pretty well, Carm. That's again, that's par for the course in the automotive aftermarket. We try and, if you're going to work hard, you might as well eat well, right? You're going to keep everybody well fed.
There's another one coming. Hey, Chris, a great friend of mine who's in Wilmington, he just put up a post and said, okay, that does it. I'll be having a live cheesecake event next Friday. The challenge is on.
See that? That's
perfect,
terrific.
Greg. I love it. I love it. What else? Buckaroo Bob loves his food. What else, Chris? Say it again.
Oh, Wilmington, Delaware. Well, tell him I'll meet him in Dover. We can meet in Dover halfway, and I'm down in Bethany, and he's up in Wilmington, so we can have a little. He can cook his cheesesteaks, and I can cook the sausage and peppers or whatever, and that's great. Awesome.
I hear you. Cheese steaks and Italian sausage. What a combination. Well, look at everyone. I know we started late. I know that we had a glitch in the technology, but Chris and Nancy, thank you so much for pulling this off for me. This was a treat, the first timer. Thank you so much. Hey, thank you all so much for being here. This was a trip. Obviously, technology wasn't on our side today. And food's a universal language, and make it part of your place, and continue to share on Facebook all the good things that you're doing for your people, and maybe some great recipes that you have. Who knows? Maybe we need to be in the recipe business. And hey, everybody, have a great weekend, and let food be a very big part of it. See you.